Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 3, and today I'm gonna be giving you part 21 of What If Naruto Had Cosmic Energy. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto was put through hell over on Anime King 2 and enjoy that guys. And also, I posted a brand new episode of What If Naruto was a blue-eyed elite Uchiha over on Anime King, so go ahead and enjoy that as well guys. And remember, if you're new, to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And yes, you heard that correctly, I indeed have 3 channels: Anime King 2, Anime King 3, which I post on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin this new episode. Start the intro. So, the last spot we left off, Sasuke had dragged Naruto out one of the training fields. He told Naruto to fight him for real. As he told him to go all out, he wanted to see him serious. As Naruto obliged, well, he didn't really go all out. That would just cause too much problem and chaos. As Sasuke attacked him, Naruto knocked him down in seconds. As Sasuke sighed, Hinata was right, as he told Naruto that he heard that he fought his brother. As Naruto cheered him up though, telling him that it doesn't matter, he will get stronger. And by the time that he's ready, both him and Hinata will be there. As Naruto saw there was a small blush on Sasuke's cheek hearing that. He never expected this development. Naruto was called towards the council room, as they wanted to speak to him about the death of Orochimaru. Many of them were shocked. They knew that Naruto was powerful, yes. He was stronger than a normal Chunin, seeing that he outright captured all of the ninjas on Hidden Stone. But still, Orochimaru the Snake Sanin, one of Konoha, most deadliest criminal alongside Itachi Uchiha. As Tsunade and Jiraiya confirmed it. Tsunade went on to other business, saying that Naruto was important in all of this, and he was going to be clan head soon of the Uzumaki clan. He was allowed to stay in there. As letters were sent towards the Hidden Stone to Oniki. Oniki was furious and pissed, but he had to oblige. He had to pay a large sum towards Konoha, and another large sum towards Kumo, considering the fact that Kumo ninjas were there as well when they attacked. Oniki didn't have the manpower or the force to attack, so he had to just cower in a corner for now, as he had to pay up. Dentin, his village reserves, a lot of it had been used up to pay off Konoha and Kumo, so his village did not get raided and destroyed, as Oniki had to cover the Hidden Stone while closing down the borders and lick their wounds, because they weren't strong enough to do anything now. Perhaps they would be in the future, but Naruto Uzumaki was still alive, and yes, once that being was there, none of them could actually win. So with that out of the way, Jiraiya spoke to Tsunade, as he wanted to take Naruto on a 3-year training trip. Seeing that Naruto was fighting that cosmic energy he couldn't control for too long, and that could get him killed if he ended up being so weak after using that mode. As Naruto went home to talk to the girls, Teiwaya was a bit defensive as always, but as Naruto gave her options, she was shocked, despite only being part of the clan for a small period of time. As Naruto was also told that you'll have to marry Temari, seeing that they want to build a trust between the villages, seeing that the Sand nearly wronged Konoha by joining Orochimaru. As Naruto wouldn't deny that at all. The girls told him to go and get stronger, and don't worry about them, they will be getting stronger as well. So with that out of the way, Naruto said goodbye to everyone, as Kakashi took Sasuke on a training trip as well, out of the village. Temari was a bit angry, at the same time she didn't know what her feelings was towards that blonde. Well, at least if she had to marry anyone, it had to be someone good looking, and he was not, well, too bad. She was surprised though when Naruto arrived. Gaara was the one that gave him instructions, as Naruto arrived straight at her door and let himself in to say hello to his future wife. So yeah guys, so basically that's what I thought. You guys can switch across the place to check out for yourself. So to begin this new episode, it was a peaceful day in Konoha as usual. Yes, a calm, nice, peaceful day. As we start everything at the hot springs, where a group of girls were gathered. It took a while for everything to get sorted out. It took a while for everything to get back to normal when Temari joined the group. Seeing that Tiawaya and her words did not fly with Temari at all, there was a lot of fights, down to the point where they literally start to throw deadly attacks at each other, actually wanting to kill each other. But intervening from Snavy forced all of them to be friends, or else. That was a subtle warning that Snavy gave them all, as the Uzumaki clan has been in a lot of mayhem lately, considering the fact that there was only females there. There was absolutely no male a part of the clan at the moment, and having so many females in one place tend to get a bit out of hand. Temari could go and visit the stand whenever she wanted, but as a part of the pact that they made, she was living in Konoha at the Uzumaki compound. She didn't really have a problem with Haku. Haku was nice and gentle. Sometimes she and Karen butted heads because of their, well, fiery attitude. Sometimes Karen was also fiery. But she and T.Y. never get along in the first year. There was a lot of battles. In a past life, one would think that Temari killed T.Y. or something because T.Y. just didn't like her when she arrived. But the both of them managed to settle down, as they had grown over the past 3 years. Mentally and also physically, something that Naruto would really appreciate. At the moment though, they weren't wearing anything as they were drifting in the hot steamy water, smoke bellowing up everywhere. As Hinata was also there as well. My Hinata has grown over the past couple of years. Her face even looked more stern. There was no hint of shyness on her face. Hinata was a soon-to-be clan head, and her responsibilities has increased, as she was a big major influencer in the clan right now. Hinata was, well, she was having some problem with the clan, seeing that she was turning from the natural style of fighting. Considering that they only want her to use the Jayugen, but she decided to train under Snavy. Hinata have excellent, going as far to say perfect chakra control, given that she's a Hyuga. So her learning medical ninjutsu was rather easy. She wasn't the only one though. Sakura Haruno, that was a part of Team 8, also learned medical ninjutsu. But Hinata was the one that took it the farthest, as Snavy had taught her strength enhancement. Sakura learned as well, but Hinata was just far stronger. As Snavy had started the program, all kunoichis of the village were acquired, even shinobis, males. If they want to learn medical ninjutsu, they could, as she had started her program and teaching. But the ones that she took under her wing, she teach them personally and better. She also taught Teiwai as well, but Teiwai wasn't fancy in medical ninjutsu. What Teiwai liked was the brute, raw strength. She loved it, as it made her feel so much more powerful to just squash her enemies with one blow. Haku on the other hand had perfect balance. She had medical ninjutsu and strength as well, just like Hinata. But Haku seemed to have more excellent, refined taste with it, because of her, well, impeccable chakra control, where she was able to mix her wind and water together to make ice. Not to mention she mixed that into her attack that made it rather flawless. Hinata also started to mix her Jayugen style fighting in it as well. Things were working out well. Karen on the other hand, she wasn't much for strength. She was intel, as she was diving with Anko at the IT department. Information. She loved that part of the job, and her medical ninjutsu needed work, but she could actually keep you alive until the real help came. Not to mention that she had a special bloodline, but no one could force her to use that, as it was a part of the Uzumaki clan, and Naruto wouldn't force her. He would never do that. As Karen and Shio, a girl a part of the analysis apartment, they have been working together over the past couple of years. It's a lot of change at Konoha, with the girls especially, as everyone else had trained and practiced over the years. As Shikamaru has been seen visiting the analytic department a lot lately. Maybe it was because he was just bored, or maybe it was because Shio had a big crush on him. No one knew. Perhaps Shikamaru liked her back as well. The girl was, well, a bit jumpy. She had large round glasses that looked like they were swirling in, and sometimes her hair spiked up in all different directions, but she was a sweet, kind girl. Tell you why I had to break the silence. I see that some of us, chest hasn't grown over the past 3 years. Soccer, eyes narrowed dangerously towards a girl, with nothing but pent-up rage. Tell you why I could say whatever she want because her chest had blossomed. It was already above average when she was younger, but now it had blossomed into something wonderful. As Soccer looked down at her ire, she simply lowered herself into the water. Stop mocking her, said Ino. All of us don't have a big front compartment like another. I mean, flat-chested girls are good as well. Ino, you're not helping, said Soccer. I was trying to, Ino said. Well, you're not. As Soccer simply went down to the water, bubbles coming up as she blew. Hinata simply laughed. As Soccer glared towards her. I mean no offense, Hinata said, but it fit your stature. Yeah, if you would just suddenly grow breasts out of nowhere, it would look quite weird, said Temari. I guess you have to say so, said Soccer, given those 2 lumps on your chest. Well, I can't complain, said Temari. Well, at least I have that over you, because mine is bigger, said Teiwaya. Are we really gonna do this? Asked Temari. Well, I guess you know. Just accept the fact. You know what? Alright, that's enough, said Hawk as she stepped in. The years had also been kind to her, after removing her chest bindings from so long ago. Her beautiful bosom was now on display, and it had grown a lot over the past 3 years. Something that she was quite proud of, as she loved her maintainable chest size. Given the fact that Haku was the first one to join the Uzumaki clan, and not to mention she was even older than Naruto. Yes, she was 17. She was older than Naruto. She was currently talking on his behalf for the clan. She has been to a lot of meetings lately. She didn't hate them, but they were quite boring. But at least no one was trying to take advantage of her. Well, they wouldn't dare to do that. Because of Kami. It was rather strange. But people has been calling Naruto Kami lately. She heard about his exploits in the Elemental Nation. He has been doing a lot of things. And he's given the name Kami. People calling him a god. Well, she knew exactly why with his strange abilities, people would see him as such. But she never thought they would take it that far to literally call him Kami. Over the past 3 years, he had sent Rimuru back to the village with a lot of letters. But they haven't physically talked to him, something that made all of them rather sad. Even Teiwaya missed him as well. Teiwaya, who was always hard on people. It seems like his charms had rubbed off on her, so she kind of missed him as well. Temar wouldn't tell them what happened, but every time they spoke about Naruto, she got a small blush on her face. Something happened when he left the village and went to the hidden sand, but she would not tell them. She said that it was a secret. Well, they would find out soon enough, when Kami returned. Hey, isn't today the day that he returns? Sakura said. Yeah, said Ino. As she looked towards the girls, she could see the look on their face. Of course, all of them remember. When a guy that is coming back that is said to be the hottest guy in the Elemental Nation since the 4th Hokage, everyone had to know. As Ino couldn't believe it, she really wanted to see Naruto. The 4th Hokage he was cute. He had the rugged, and not to mention the face that would make you just melt. And people has been saying that Naruto Uzumaki, who is the 4th Hokage's son, that was a surprise. The news had been revealed by the Hokage herself. As Nadi figured it was time, and Jiraiya told her that it was time. So Naruto lineage has been foreseen now. The things that Naruto has done over the past 3 years has been astounding. Konoha has gotten a lot more allies because of that kid. Yes, a lot. Even a major one as well, which is scary. As a civil war was going on there, when Naruto had made his way there, Haku was shocked when she heard that Naruto was involved. He was one of the key players to end in that war. She really wanted to hear what did they do when they returned. As she just couldn't wait, all of the girls were happy to see him. Hey, what about Sasuke? Ino asked. The Hokage said that he should be coming back in the week. I can't wait to see him, said Sakura. Hinata looked down at that. She didn't know why. She missed Naruto a lot, because he was her bigger brother. But She missed Sasuke differently, it was weird. Well, he was her teammate as well. She simply shrugged it off. As the other girls relaxed. Over to the other side, a grumble could be heard, as it was none other than Kiba. Damn it. All I hear about Naruto and Sasuke, said Kiba. Shikamaru was over to the side as he was laid back. Close your ears if you don't want to hear, he said. I know the hell I'm gonna do that, Kiba asked. Find a way, said Shikamaru. Kiba simply snarled at him. Naruto has proven quite troublesome to him, because he believes with Naruto around, none of the females will like him, said Shino. Well, when the guy is the last male member in his clan, and not to mention he's the son of the 4th Hokage, and they're calling him Kami. I mean, who does that, Kiba said. I mean, he's just a normal guy, he's strong, but yeah. Have you heard about the reports of what he's doing out there? Asked Shikamaru. Yeah, some of it. Well, not all, said Shikamaru. I guess you'll just see for yourself when he returns. And now there's Sasuke. I bet the girls are gonna be fawning over him as well when he returns. Damn it, I hate my life, Kiba said. Shikamaru said nothing at that as he simply went back to relax. I mean, who would want to be in front of the spotlight all the time? That would just be so troublesome. Meanwhile, at the office, Snelly Senju was waiting as she sat in her desk. She was waiting for their brat to return. He has caused her so much trouble. He has brought her a lot of good fortune though, but so much trouble. His whole deal with Taki and what he did. She just couldn't wait to see him. She was gonna punch him, yes, she made up her mind. She was gonna punch him, hard. He could probably take it now, he was stronger. So she was gonna punch him, probably break a few bones here and there. She would heal him afterwards. But she was gonna punch him, and she was not gonna hold back. Yes, she was gonna hurt him. She already made up her mind. She was already having so much headache with the council. Another Jinjulki, and there was so much bickering. She just couldn't bother with it. As she sighed, although it will be good to see the brat again as she wondered where he was at the moment. Meanwhile, 2 figures are making their way towards Konoha. These 2 figures were not Naruto and Jiraiya. They were none other than Sasuke Uchiha himself, along with Kakashi. Sasuke has grown over the past couple of years. His black hair has went down to his shoulders, stopping right there. And he has gotten taller. His facial features has changed a bit, gotten more angle. Not to mention his clothing. He was wearing black Anbu pants with black sandals. He was wearing a dark blue Uchiha shirt. It didn't have any sleeve at all, showing off his arm, which he had 2 wrist guard, with the Uchiha symbol on top of it, and the Uchiha fan on his back as well. As he brushed the band out of his face, his headband was loosely tied around his arm, his bicep, so his hair came down his face. As the both of them saw the giant walls. Well, we're back, said Kakashi as he looked towards Sasuke. Miss the village, he asked. Yeah. That was the only response that Kakashi got. I guess you're ready to show what you have learned over the past couple of years. Do you want to fight Kami? Kakashi said that small chuckle. He still couldn't believe it. Who the hell was calling Naruto Kami? I mean, Naruto was powerful and all, but God? That was taking it to an extreme level. As Sasuke just simply made his way. The last time he lost, badly. This time though, he would make it an effort to not lose so badly. He hasn't spent the last 3 years busting his ass for absolutely nothing. He has pushed himself to the limit every single day, and he was ready for any challenge now. Itachi, I'm coming for you, he said. Meanwhile, at a hotel near the border of Hainokune, a deep, tender kiss was shared between 2 people. A girl with brown, short hair, amber eyes. As she broke the kiss, she had a lustful look on her face. Are you sure, she said, as she turned back and looked at the bed. Why can't you just stay for a little more? Sorry, babe, but I have to go, the man said to her. But you know I'll be back. And you're the first person to visit when I come here. You better, she said. I'll miss you. Remember to hurry back now when you're done with your business, okay? Yeah, I will, he said. See ya. As with that, he simply made his way off. The girl hopped back towards bed. As she was hopping for a reason, before she collapsed on the bed, she was really gonna miss him. She was just so upset that he would have to go back home now, as she didn't even know when she was gonna see him again. But her friends were right. The rumors were true. The person made his way until someone jumped down from the rooftop, slowly hopping down from ledge to ledge as he landed on the ground beside him. You know, that's your fourth one from last night to this morning. Well, what can I say? Her and her friends just wouldn't leave me alone until I did what I had to do, you know. Well, who am I to complain, said Jiraiya, as he looked towards the blonde. He couldn't look down on him, he had to look towards him, as Naruto has grown. Standing at 6'2", Naruto was tall. Blonde hair streaking down his back. He was wearing a black vest that was open at the front. He was wearing nothing underneath it, showing his toned chest with a well-placed six-pack, muscular arms, black pants with black sandals with gold trimmings going down towards the side. It seems like puberty has just slammed into Naruto with such ferocity. The growth spurt, the change, it was just so different. If one would say who's the handsomest person in the world right now, they would have to pick Naruto Uzumaki. Minato was good looking, everyone knew that. He had a kind of girly feature that made him all the more popular with the ladies, but he only loved one woman, and that was Kushina, Naruto's mother. But Naruto, on the other hand, things worked out well for him with the looks department. His eyes had changed. They were no longer blue. They had a mixture of fully purple in them, barely blue nowadays. Even his hair had a streak of purple going down in it. It just matched him so perfectly, as he was wearing wristbands. Purple wristbands. It seemed to be a complex seal underneath it, but that wasn't being shown. You know, you blow these girls off like 3 times before. You know you're not gonna come back for a while, right? You know that you're probably gonna get pissed again. Yeah, but I'll sort it all out, said Naruto. Jiraiya didn't know what he did. If Kushina could see him now, she'd have probably wring his neck, as he literally turned her son into a... what's a better word? No, there is none. Whore. A literal man whore. It wasn't that Naruto was gallivanting over the elemental nation and just sleeping with everyone. What was he talking about? Yes, the kid was doing that exactly. It was just in his nature. Jiraiya didn't know what he did. Naruto had even wrote a book, and Jiraiya was still furious about that. They had made a bet, and to his surprise, people, they bought Naruto's book and turned it into the goddamn bestseller. Maybe it was because of the title and because of his new name. It was known as Rise of the Kami. As many people had taken an interest in the book, Jiraiya was still furious about that. Not that he wasn't, well, happy about his godson accomplishments. He was just envy. I mean, he was a goddamn writer for so long, and this brat wrote one book. Jiraiya calmed himself. He didn't know what he had created, and he didn't know if there was any way to stop it anymore. But Naruto has changed. Well, for the better, some people would say, and some people would say for the worse. But he saw no problem with his godson. Yes, Nadia was probably gonna kill him for changing Naruto this much, but it was worth it. Something came flying down from the roof. Thanks for the distraction, by the way, as a person crashed right into Naruto. The person did not waste any time as they kissed him furiously. He leaned back in the kiss before they broke away. What took you so long? What were you doing? What was the important business? Oh well, it's all over now, said Naruto. It's okay, he said as he smiled at the green-haired girl with orange eyes. This was none other than Fu, the holder of the seventh tail. As Naruto looked toward Jiraiya with a thumbs up, thanking him for the distraction last night. The Amiya sisters just had to get a piece of him and they wouldn't stop until they do. So he just had to go. It's alright now, Fu, we're going back to Konoha. Now? Finally, she said. Fu had tan skin, looking like she was more from Kumo, but she was from Taki. She had bright orange eyes, a cute face and a small button nose. She was wearing a white one piece that showed off her stomach, and a one piece skirt with a black shorts underneath it and black sandals. Fu was a Jinjulki, a rather powerful one, but she always limited herself because she did not like her, well, people, so she never showed them what she can actually do. But everything was taking a turn for a better when he came and rescued her. Well, that was a story for another time. As Fu was also a bit cheery. She showed her affection out loud. She doesn't know the meaning of too much, it seems. As she hopped on Jiraiya's back. To Konoha, she said, with a smile on her face. Yes, the girl was just sweet that way. As Jiraiya got a perverted look on his face, seeing that her breast was pressing into his back. As he looked towards Naruto, he gave him a stern glare. If that was one thing the kid didn't like. With anyone messing with his personal girls, Jiraiya had learned it the hard way. So with that, they made their way towards Konoha. Time skip. And I'm hoping that the training went well, said Snavy as she looked towards Sasuke. As Sasuke smirked, that was all the confirmation she needed as she looked towards Kakashi, who was nose deep in his book. Well, I want to see how all of you have changed over the past couple of years. I can atone for Hinata myself, the girl has improved a lot, everyone has. But that brat is not back yet. You mean Kami, said Sasuke with a laugh. I can't believe someone has actually called him Kami. And the name has spread. Even his book. Well, you should read this, like Kakashi. You will understand, it seems like he's a Kami of literature. I'm not gonna read that because it's about smut, said Snavy. I guess you love it though. Snavy didn't focus as she realized. He was not reading Jiraiya's book. It was indeed Naruto's book. Huh, you switch. What can I say? Surprisingly, it's better, said Kakashi. Well, given someone that read porn on a daily basis, I'll take your word for it, said Snavy. Kakashi wasn't offended by that because it was true. It was then that a cold breeze washed through Konoha, and all of them heard the word despite. It was strange. It was like it was right beside them whispering as he heard it. Kami. Snavy blinked. Just what was that brat up to now? Sasuke smirked at that. So he was finally back. As the girls, all of them were alerted, a massive shadow loomed over Konoha. It was large, really large. As the massive shadow, Snavy made her way through a window as she jumped up on top of the tower, only to realize what the shadow was. It was none other than Rimuru. As Rimuru was different. Well, he could still transform him back to his small fox form. But he was a large dragon at the moment. Two massive wings that seemed to spread a large shadow over the village. Before he started to shrunk down. They could have just walked through the gate. Boom! A firework went off. Reading the word Naruto Uzumaki has returned. Boom! Another one went off. AKA known as Kami. Boom! Another one went off. Husband, hide your wife. Boom! Another one went off. Mothers, hide your daughters. Boom! Another one went off. Daughters, hide your mothers. Boom! Because Naruto Uzumaki is back. Snavy sighed. He just had to make a goddamn grand entrance. A rather nifty show, isn't it? Snavy blinked as she was shocked. The reason being she did not sense his presence. As she felt a hand on her shoulder. A warm touch. Sasuke had his eyes dead set on Naruto, who had changed a lot over the past couple of years. Who was no taller than him. How the hell did he grow taller than him? As Naruto smirked. As Naruto looked down on Sasuke, he pushed his head up for a spike. Whoa, Sasuke, have you gotten shorter? Naruto asked. Sasuke's eye twitched as his hand reached toward his sword at his side. Oh, don't maim me, said Naruto. I'm too handsome to maim. Seems like you gotten too involved in your look. Snavy blinked as the word looks died in her throat. As a small blush came to her face, she had to admit it. God damn. She heard the rumors going around that he was the hottest man in the Elemental Nation. She just saw him as a whiny-nosed brat. But damn! As Urumu returned back to normal as he landed right on Naruto's head in his normal fox form, 4 tails behind him. They seemed to have multiplied. As Naruto looked towards Natty before reaching out. Are you okay? He asks, placing a hand on her cheek. She snapped her head. What the hell are you doing, brat? She said. As Naruto laughed. Told you, he said. As Jiraiya hopped down. Huh. I must say I'm surprised. His charms even work on you, Hein. Screw you, kid, said Jiraiya, as he seemed rather angry at that. As Naruto simply laughed. Of course it did not, said Snatty. Stop messing with me, she said. Well, if you say so. Ah, Kakashi. I see you're reading one of my books, said Naruto. Wait, one of? You mean there's more? Naruto, where is it? As Kakashi scratched his mask. You have it on you? Calm down, said Naruto. I haven't wrote the other one yet, but I'm close, said Naruto. But that's my only one right now. Good, isn't it? Better than the Purvis Age books. Yeah. What do you say you hook me up with the first copy of the other one and you release it before anyone else? Got you, said Naruto. As Kakashi seemed to shine at that. Another one of my loyal fans. Taken by this brat, said Jiraiya. Should we get inside, said Snatty. As Naruto turned his head. What? He paused. Oh, that's why. There was an army of girls rushing toward the scene. Well, I didn't expect this reaction. But given the fact that I've received over hundreds, probably thousands of marriage proposals, you should expect this, said Snatty. I really don't get what they see in you. You're still that little brat that I met back then. Having been told that in a long while, said Naruto. Oh yeah, he reached into his pouch. Here. Snatty took the letter from him. Wait, this is official stamp from Kira. Yeah, said Naruto. She said that she would send it by post, but I told her I was already coming here, so she gave it to me personally to give you, said Naruto. So this is true. The letter that I got, that Kira wants to start a talk negotiation with us. Of course this, said Naruto. You know, it was only one, so I had to, well, they were still in the progress of rebuilding, said Naruto. But a little help from yours truly, and everything went smoothly, said Naruto. And now they want to start an alliance with Konoha. Beneficial, isn't it? Hello, there's the voice. Snatty blinked as she turned. Hi. As Fu finally landed down, her wings falling back into her back. She had been up in ears, scouting around Konoha, just looking everywhere. You're Fu, right? Snatty heard about her appearance, and not to mention the wings. Yeah, as Fu moved forward and hugged Snatty. Snatty was shocked. Fu then pulled back. Whoa. She poked Snatty's breast. Snatty's eye twitched. You have rather large boobs. Larger than mine. By a lot. Yeah, said Naruto as he leaned towards Fu. They're really big. I mean, just take your time and admire them. Yeah, you know, I never look at them so closely, seeing that I always get punched. Said Jiraiya as Naruto grabbed Sasuke by the head and pulled him down. What do you say, Uchiha? Sasuke tried to look away, but Naruto's holding on to him tight. Kakashi walked away, deciding that he wouldn't be a part of this bloodbath. Boom! Snatty smashed her fist on top of the tower, blowing them all away. Whoa. You're right about your temper, Naruto-kun, said Fu. Time skip. A little work from Naruto and the tower top was refixed in an instant. So with that, they all made their way inside, only to, well, have the envoys come to Snatty. She had to make everyone forcefully go back home. He can talk to them when he goes in the street. They can maim him as much as he wants. Naruto eye twitch at that. Maim? Stop bringing so much attention to yourself. And stop calling yourself Kami, she said. I didn't, said Naruto. I was given a name. I can't refuse my people. Your people, said Snatty. Well, it seems I have a lot of fans now. Throughout the elemental nation, said Naruto. He simply shrugged it off. You're getting quite cocky, aren't you? Well, a little test should put you back in your place. The door burst open as the girls rushed inside. Naruto-kun, they all screamed, too much at once as they missed him for so long. As Haku moved forward and hugged him, Karen doing the same thing. Teiwaya simply looked at him. She gave him a firm nod. She wasn't one to show affections out in the open. Temari gave him a smirk, a sly smirk. Richie returned back with eager, as Hinata was there with a happy smile on her face. As she finally get a chance to hug him as well, she missed him so much. Ah, my little sister, said Naruto. Wow, you've grown. Really grown, said Naruto. As she blushed in embarrassment, stop that she said. As Naruto laughed. Well, who am I if I can't make you fluster every now and then, said Naruto. Hinata then turned. Sasuke. Sasuke never expected that she hugged him. As his face turned red, making Naruto's curiosity grow even more. Well, he was planning this for a long time now. As Sasuke's arms went up and hugged her back. I missed you so much. Well, I mean I missed the both of you, said Hinata, quickly fixing herself. Hi there. As all of them turned towards Fu. Hi? So, you're one of Naruto-kun's soon-to-be wife, right? Yeah, said Temari. After all, there was no problem in denying it by now. Me too! As Fu moved forward and shocked everyone, as she kissed Temari. Temari took a few seconds, questioning her sexuality, before she pulled away. What are you doing? As Fu looked towards her with a smile. We're all gonna be together. What's wrong? She asked. Well, you don't just randomly go up to someone and kiss them like that. Oh, sorry, said Fu. As Naruto looked towards her with an apologetic look. Well, we'll talk about it later, said Naruto. Fu seemed to shrug it off as she went back into her happy mood, as she went around greeting all of them. Who did not go on a training trip? Can you please go outside, said Snatty, as the office was getting quite packed, as everyone was reverted outside, leaving Sasuke, Naruto, Kakashi and Jiraiya in the room. So, I've already spoken to Sasuke and Kakashi. How has the training been? As Naruto simply smiled. Not gonna tell you, he said. What? Well, as a new clan head, I have my right to keep my privacies. So if you want to know, you're gonna have to ask. Pretty please, said Naruto. Snatty eyebrow twitch. Are you testing me, brat? She asked. Don't know, said Naruto. Am I? As Snatty hand twitched violently. I'm just kidding, said Naruto. But it went well. I can even beat Paris now, said Naruto. They all looked towards Jiraiya, who simply turned his head as he cursed something. As he did not say no. Well, let's just say my name suit me, said Naruto. I mean, when you can do something like this. As he held his hand tight. He just held on to his hand, not moving for a while, before opening his eyes. The name Kami suits you, doesn't it? What the hell did you do? Sasuke asked. You don't notice? Said Naruto. Sasuke turned his head towards the window. No. That's just a coincidence, said Sasuke, as the rain was falling outside. Then what about this? Said Naruto, as he held his hand tight. The next second the rain stopped. Are you telling me that you can control the goddamn weather? Sasuke asked, as he wasn't expecting this at all. Well, if you had an excellent control over water, you could. So it's not that really special, but that's just a rough estimate, said Naruto. Snatty looked at him surprised, as Jiraiya simply rolled his eyes. Show off, he said. Meanwhile, outside, as the other girls were talking about Naruto's appearance, Teiwaya had taken Fu over to the side. Well, you see, I'm kind of the boss, like right underneath Naruto. So if you want anything, or if you want to know anything, you'll come to me, and you have to do everything I say, said Teiwaya. Really? Okay, said Fu, as she smiled at Teiwaya. And guess what, said Teiwaya. Huh? What is it? I don't have a problem with you kissing me. I mean, I've been in a couple of girls before. Really? Hey! As Temari made her way over. What did she just say to you? Oh, that she's the boss? As Temari shook her head. Listen, Fu. You're a kind girl, and you're really trusting. But whatever she says, don't listen to her. She might be not a bad person, but she's also kind of twisted and kind of sadistic. Really? Are you that bad? Yeah, said Taewaya. And she just had to admit the fact every now and then. Well, we're still gonna be family. And that's wonderful, said Fu. I mean, I always wanted a big family. I'm just so happy that Naruto can rescue me. What exactly went on there? I heard that he was gonna be bringing someone back with him, but what do you mean rescue? Well, he said that he will be telling the story later on, so I should just wait. A sad look flashed across Full features. She shook her head. No need to think about bad times, she said, as she smiled. So what do we do first, she asked. The girl shrugged, not really knowing. Fu was new, so they could catch her up and get to know her. Wait, one other thing. Are we gonna share Naruto with all those girls out there? I mean, he told me about his situation, but so many? I mean, that's a lot. Oh, of course not, said Taewaya. Those girls out there are just sluts who want him for his fame, his body, and everything. But isn't that what you want as well? Well, I don't want his fame, or I do kind of want his body because he's hot. But still, those are sluts, just know that, okay? Okay, said Fu. Stop corrupting the girl's mind, but she's right on that part. Those girls won't have him, but he's all ours because we're a part of this clan. Now. And I'm too, said Fu. Because I am Fu Uzumaki, she said that smile. As the other girl smiled, the girl was just so pure, innocent, and sweet. In a natural case, she would be a perfect wife for a one-on-one. But she found Naruto, and they all knew that Naruto was sweet to everyone. Meanwhile, as Naruto sighed, Kakashi blinked. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline. What? Said Snavy. I mean, I know what Sasuke is made of, he's strong. You personally has been training Hinata, not to mention her fighting style. And Naruto just literally changed the weather with a thought. He didn't wave any hand sign. He said that he's stronger than Jiraiya, so yeah, I'm gonna decline. You're gonna decline an order from the Hokage? Well, as loyal as I am, I kinda don't want to get killed, said Kakashi, as he looked towards Snavy. He's kinda right, said Naruto. It wouldn't be fair to just put him up for us to beat on him. And seeing that everyone's gonna be around, I'm gonna have to kind of show off and hurt you a bit. Kakashi gulped at that. I mean, I can't ruin my reputation. I mean, if you're being called Kami and you're not living up to your reputation, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? I understand what you're coming from, said Kakashi. But getting my ass kicked because of that? Sorry, but no. You all know that I can put you through, like, a lot of trouble because I'm the Hokage, right? Have you guys forgot that or something? Snavy asked. Oh, we remember, said Naruto. But that doesn't really scare us anymore. I mean, we're all grown right now. Snavy smiled. Oh, is that so? She said. Bam! The window exploded as Naruto was thrown. Everyone watched as something launched away from the window. Jiraiya blinked as he looked towards the broken window, glad that he was on the receiving end of that. I think you overdid it. Bam! Jiraiya was sent sailing through the window next moment. What about the both of you? Asked Natty. Sasuke backed away in fright, as Kakashi slipped away as well. Snatty looked to the window as she watched. The two of them crashed toward the Hokage's monument. Perfect shot, she thought to herself. I guess we pissed her off. We? Said Jiraiya, as he glared at Naruto. Well, me, said Naruto. But can you blame me, said Naruto. I really miss this place. Jiraiya picked himself up as he fixed himself, as Naruto seemed to just shrug it off before getting back to his feet. Moments later, as Naruto repaired the wall free of charge, no question asked. You calm down, he asked. Snatty smiled. Another thing, can you tell me what the hell happened with Taki? I heard they wanted to wage war against us, but then they said no. What in the hell did they want to wage war against us? And tell me, did you forcefully take their Bijou? Well, not exactly, said Naruto. You see, don't tell me, said Snelly. We're going to a council meeting. But I just got back, said Naruto. Can't I? Snelly grabbed him by the top of his shirt. As she pulled him away, I already called the rest of the council, she said. As Naruto sighed, as Jiraiya simply laughed. Told you that being part of the clan sucks, he said. Screw you, said Naruto as he was pulled away with Snelly. As Sasuke simply made his way off. Traitor, said Jiraiya as he looked towards Kakashi. Kakashi looked down at the book. Sorry, Jiraiya-sama, he said. But it's just better. As he hopped through the window and he was gone. Jiraiya dropped to the floor as he curled up in a ball, as he started to cry. That brat wrote a better book than him. Naruto didn't even get to say hi to the girls as he was yanked away by Snelly. Moments later, as Snelly forcefully pushed him down in his seat. But a smile came to Naruto's face when he noticed that there was a symbol on the decks. It was a swirling symbol of the Uzumaki clan. The next moment, Haku walked in, as she smiled towards him. As Naruto reached out towards her, as she took his hand, he pulled her right in his lap. Her face got instantly flushed. Snelly eyebrow twitched. What? There's only one chair, said Naruto. We can. Nah, this is fine, said Naruto. Isn't that right? Haku squealed as he squeezed her butt lightly. Naruto-kun, she said. Not in public. It was strange, after all. They never left on a sexual terms or relationship manner. But it seems like everything does fall perfectly in place. Well, given the numerous letters sent back and front, a lot has been done over the past 3 years. And relationship has grown. Well, that couldn't be said at other time, but right now, as Naruto watched all of the other clan members make their way in the room, the first thing that he saw was Naruto, as Haku picked herself up as she stood behind him as his advisor. As Naruto looked a bit sad, but he just restrained himself, as the remaining clan members came inside one by one. Tasumi narrowed her eyes when she saw the outfit that he was wearing. Rather out there, if I must say, she said as she looked at him. It suit me, said Naruto, as he looked at his bare chest. As Haku had to say, it suited him very, very well. As the remaining members came in, as Danzo and the two old elders came in as well. Danzo had a frown on his face. People were confused by recent activities in the world, and just what the hell Kami has been up to, as they still couldn't believe that his name has been going around as Kami. I mean, God, that's just too much, right? But many of them thought it, Danzo included. There had to be a reason why he was given that name especially. Yes, there was a reason, which they will know if they saw it at least. Alright, said Snelly as all of them got there. This meeting has been long overdue, because I'm tired of all of you talking my ears off. Especially you, Danzo, she said as she looked towards the old cook. Danzo simply shrugged it off. About what happened with Take. Naruto, would you mind explaining why Take was declaring war on us recently, only for them to stop it? Well, my new friend Fu is now a part of the Uzumaki clan. You mean Fu, the 7-tailed Jinchuriki? Why am I not surprised you know, said Naruto as he looked toward Danzo. Shouldn't we discuss where she must be placed? Said Danzo as he looked towards the other council members. Having one clan with 2 Jinchurikis inside is rather unfair, Danzo said, as the other members started to mumble as well. After all, that was right. Well, if any of you have 800,000 million Ryu, I'll take it by cash, said Naruto. All of them blink as they look at him. What? Said Danzo. Well, even though I hate to say it, that's what I pay for her. You... Let me get this straight, said Shikaku as he looked towards Naruto. You paid 800,000 million Ryu for her. Where did you... Clan secret, said Naruto. But, yeah. So, can I continue? And by the way, I'm kind of no longer a Jinchuriki, he said. Everyone blinked at that as he looked at him. Of course, all of them in here knew, and it was kept a secret from the rest of the population. You're what? Danzo released an outburst as he was shocked. So, as I was saying, Naruto, what are you talking about? It's Natty. As Jiraiya looked towards him and sighed, he had to bring it up in here, right? Alright, fine. I'm no longer a Jinchuriki. Where is the Nine Tails? Asked Natty. You freed him? Well, kind of, said Naruto. What do you mean, kind of? Well, let's just say he's no longer a walking mass of destruction. Then what did you do to him? I still have the power of the Nine Tails, said Naruto. And I can better utilize it now, without any corruption or going mad. But I'm no longer a Jinchuriki. And what does that mean? Asked Tasumi. Well, the village would never be destroyed by Nine Tails. And also, I can better utilize the power. So Konoha has benefit and gotten stronger, said Naruto. And how is that possible? Asked Shikaku. As Naruto looked towards Navi, gonna have to say clan secret. But Naruto held out his hand. As a Rasengan formed in his palm. As you can see, that's a normal Rasengan. He dissipated as he held out his hand. As another Rasengan formed. And this is a Rasengan powered by the Fox Chakra. But if that's that, then why did you say you were no longer a Jinchuriki? Because I'm not, said Naruto. He's not inside of me anymore. And where is he? Sorry, said Naruto as he looked toward Danzo. Can't tell you, he told me to keep it a secret. He told you? Said Choza. Well, yeah, said Naruto. And you guys should know, he's not just a mindless beast of chakra. He has a personality, and he can talk. And he's rather nice when he gets what he wants. And if anything was to happen, he will be on Konoha's side. So yeah, that's a big boost for Konoha. And not to mention now we have the Seven Tails, even though I don't want her to be referred as such. We have Fu, another strong person to help us. As everyone in the room took in that information. And let me guess, Koharu said. She's under your protection, right? And this sum of money, where did you even get it from? Sorry, can't tell you that, said Naruto. But yes, you're right about the first part. Now let me continue. After I paid Taki for Fu, from seeing how they were treating her, I mean, Fu is repressed, a lot so. She's been through so much, she decided not to make it feel. So in the first year, it was hard to get her to open up, but once she did, she changed quite a lot. Lot nicer, quite open, but she's not really, she doesn't really understand certain concepts because she's been locked away for the most of her life. But she had a good connection with her tenant, said Naruto. So that's good. So, things like personal space and getting sudden gestures, she doesn't understand that. I mean, seeing that I saved her, told her that I wanted to be a part of my clan. She think that we're already married. But she said that she wanted to be a part of the family, so yeah, I guess that's good, said Naruto. So as I was saying, the money suddenly disappeared from Taki's vault after a day or two. That's not my problem though. But because of how bad they treated her, perhaps it just disappeared, said Naruto. Snady knew that he was the one behind it. So Taki sent their ninjas to hunt me down and find me. That is when they said that they were going to declare war on Konoha. Even though that was quite stupid, they were just trying to bluff you guys for me to hand her over. So I went there. So we made a deal. I told them if they want a war, they were gonna get one. Yeah, I know, stupid move, said Naruto. But I did not say Konoha, I said the Uzumaki clan. So we made a bet, me and the leader, who was Shibuke. He sent all of his strong ninjas. Well, he kinda cheated, said Jiraiya. What do you mean? Asked Tasumi. Well, he sent the entire village after Naruto. What? Said Choza. And what happened, Choza asked. Well, he said if I defeat them all, he will drop the action of war, and Fu will remain at Konoha. And if I lost, I will have to work for Taki from now on, and become a Taki ninja. And well, I'm standing here, aren't I? Said Naruto. They all blinked in shock. Was Naruto trying to say that he defeat every single Taki ninja? As he simply smiled. But guys, be in subs right here. If you want to see next part, do like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications they posted. But I'm off for now. See you guys soon. Peace.